Good evening, welcome to a special midweek edition of Tudor Talk. Here's what's coming up on tonight's show. We catch up with new loan signing James Dobson.
Hopefully I can come and contribute with goals and assists and performances, but yeah, important to get the result as well.
We catch up with Sammy and preview Saturday's game.
Look at our stats and our results here. We are hard to beat, but we've got to go and win a game of football.
And finally, we catch up with a returning Darren Beale. Quite a lot to get through this evening, so then let's crack straight on with that interview with new signing James Dobson. James, welcome to Hemel. Tell us how the move came about.
It was just a case of I've been looking for a little bit of loan time at the moment, being at Dagenham, so I got in contact with Sammy last couple of weeks, so yeah, delighted to be here.
So you're a player that knows this level quite well, having played with Slough last year.
Yep.
Scored quite a few goals, quite a few assists. So what are you hoping to achieve sort of in this last half of the season?
Yeah, looking to do the same. I know it's an important time for any team now, especially us as a club, looking to push for the playoffs. So yeah, hopefully I can come and contribute with goals and assists and performances. But yeah, important to get the result as well.
Have you seen much of the team this year in terms of highlights or any of the footage that's gone out?
Yeah, sometimes I've gone to watch Slough. I did actually watch the Slough Hemel game. I know obviously it wasn't a great result for the boys, but yeah, just like I said, hopefully we can sort of push on for the rest of the season. So
just for those fans that may not have seen you play before, what's kind of your main skills and attributes that you can bring to the team? Yeah,
I look to play on the wings, predominantly left as left-footed. So yeah, I'm looking to sort of get the ball in the box, set people up, and score goals as well. Yeah, and just work hard for the team.
So Saturday we play Welling here. They're a team that traditionally do quite well in this league but have struggled. How do you see that?
Yeah, I know previously Welling have been a very good team and they are usually up there, but I know they've had a bit of an up and down season, but I don't think we can underestimate that when it comes to Saturday. I think it's just a case of us working hard and hopefully we can get a result. If you can get a run of results and start picking up points to get us up the table, there's a good chance that we can get in the playoffs, and it's always important as well to be in form when you're coming into that as well. So hopefully that's something we can do between now and the end of the season is reaching the playoffs, and then it's a bit of a lottery in the playoffs, but it's about whoever performs in those games really. So hopefully we are one of those teams that will reach that.
Sam, it's been a rather busy week for you. I think the phone's probably been non-stop.
Yeah, no, it has been busy. Obviously trying to get some new signings in to freshen up the squad. We've got one in so far. James Dobson, player that we've looked over the last 3 seasons at, and he's someone that we tried to get before, and I'm delighted that we can get him because I feel that he can add a real quality to our left hand side. Not only crosses, but I think he will score goals as well. So it's an exciting addition. And also, we've extended Freddie's loan. Someone that, same again, we've looked at, not just this season, but we've tried to sign before, and we've managed to do that. He's fitted in well with the group. So obviously delighted. Looking at the left-hand side now, it's looking strong. So
it's one hell of a left-hand side, really, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's good. I don't see many teams in this league with a left-hand side like that. But time will tell. On the pitch, and we need to perform. But we are trying. We were close to doing someone today, but he just wanted a little bit longer. But hopefully by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, we should be seeing either 3 or 4 signings coming in that can kick us on. So it's been a busy week, been a hectic week. But like I said, we need to take time in these signings, and we need to make sure that they are the right fit for this football club. Not just this season, but looking longer as well. So. Hopefully, we'll have them signings in, and we can really, the next 16 games, we can kick on.
We spoke at the end of the Bath game about the team looking a bit stretched in terms of personnel. How are some of those players today?
Yeah, we're looking good. We've got everyone training tonight. Luke Howes is back in training. After being out, so he'll be in contention to play at the weekend. Rob Sinclair, has recovered well from the game, and he's looking better and better with every game and every minute he plays. Jake Howes had his knee drained, so he'll train tonight. So we'll assess him after tonight. So we'll have a fully fully fit squad to pick from Saturday. You know, with James coming in. The only disappointing thing is Sam Ashford's picked up a little shoulder injury that he'll probably miss the next couple of games. So, you know, that's the only disappointing thing. But we've got enough quality on that pitch to go and win the game on Saturday.
You mentioned Rob Sinclair there's sort of recovered well. I think, you know, certainly on Saturday showed glimpses of getting back to his best.
Yeah, he's been out a long time. You know, we tried to manage Rob as best we can. He's looking sharper and fitter with every game, and I thought he was outstanding on Saturday. We see the qualities he has. He played deeper Saturday, but I also like him more advanced because he can cause teams real problems and he can handle the football. So we'll see the best out of Rob in these next 16 games, and hopefully he can pick up with a few goals because he is a goal scoring midfielder. So delighted to have him back to sort of match fit now, you know, and he can really kick on.
And lastly, Darren's joined us back at the club. I think just being in and around the club this evening, there seems to be a bit of a lift. The boys are enjoying seeing him back. How do you feel having him back as part of your management team?
Yeah, I feel like a long lost friend. I found him. You know, Darren's been with us all the, you know, for, you know, the 3 years we've been in management. So he was a really pivotal part in our success last season, and you know, you see what qualities he had at the start of this season, you know, when he left us. But you know, he wanted to go and have an opportunity in Spain. You know, unfortunately for him, it didn't work out as what he would have hoped for. But I always said that we would have him back. You know, he's just around the place. You know, his demeanour, his character. You know, he gives everyone a lift, and I'm sure that we will kick on in these 16 games. And you know, seeing the players with the smiles on their faces this evening, there is a buzz around the place. It's, you know, what's gone on has gone on before, but now we look at, can we be, you know, top of the table in 16 games time with our little mini league. So it is a pivotal part. But like I said, our teams generally finish strong. We did finish strong last season, and we aim to finish strong this season with, you know, hopefully 3 or 4 new additions that can really kick us on, and hopefully that will add more competition for places, for people to, you know, fight for their place week in, week out. So looking forward to these next 16 games. You know, just being around the place tonight, there is a buzz. You know, like I said, you know, bring on the next 16 games. And
looking ahead then to Welling, I think that was probably... I remember the interview after Welling. You were very frustrated in terms of how the game went. They've had a change in management. How do you think they'll set up on Saturday? Yeah, I think, you know, when we went there, you know, we were the better team. You know, for 20 minutes before Sam Ashford got sent off, there was only one team in it. You know, we was on the front foot, caused them real problems. And then you would say, you know, when we went down to 10, we was arguably, you know, the better team. We had the better chances, but then lost the game 2-0. So that was the most frustrating thing about that game. We've come here, we're in good form here. You know, look at our stats and our results here. We are hard to beat, but we've got to go and win a game of football. You know, and as I said, you know, they'll come here, you know, we expect them to make it difficult for us, and, you know, get bodies behind the ball and make things hard for us. But I think we just got to focus on ourselves. You know, we got a squad, we got a team that's full of quality, and it's now time for people to stand up and really take, you know, the ball by the horns and really go front foot and can we, you know, finish this season strong. And it starts Saturday. I want 3 points. The fans are expecting 3 points, and so are the players. So we'll have a good session tonight. You know, we'll work on a few things that we've seen that can cause Welling problems on Saturday. But, you know, there'll be a fully focused squad and management team come Saturday afternoon to get them 3 points. So, Darren, welcome back to the club. How's it feel to be back at Vauxhall Road?
Cheers, Dan. It's really good to be back, and very excited to see out the final third of the season.
So, opportunity came back to come back to the UK. You couldn't come back at a wrong time, really, with the way the weather is at the moment. Must be very different to what it was like out in Spain.
Yeah, no, for sure. The weather out there has been decent. It's been nice to coach in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt for the last sort of 3 months. But no, the pull back to Hemel was too great. Obviously, to see the run in and help Sammy and Jack and the rest of the team, and the competitive side of the game, which is what I miss, really.
I think it's fair to say the reaction from fans, you know,
in the short time that you were here, you're very much loved by the fans, and I know certainly from the reaction from the announcement when you come back, you've had a lot of positive messages from those.
Yeah, no, it's been really good. The fans have kept in touch since I've been away, and they've been really good. It's nice to see how it's been received with me returning. But I think what everyone's got to remember, there's still a lot of hard work to do. It's not going to happen overnight, and hopefully we can build on the start of the season, the good run that we had, and then put that right towards the end, and then try and hit the playoffs.
So Havant away was your last game. Your next game was at home in front of the home support. You've not been a stranger. I've seen you following the games as they've happened. What do you think? What do you think we need to improve on going forward? I'm sure you've probably seen some of the highlights here and there.
Yeah, I've been looking at all the highlights, all the interviews. That's on the players and the gaffer and that, and the match highlights that have been done. They've been excellent, and it's given me a good opportunity to have a look and keep in touch. I don't think there's a great deal missing, if I'm honest. I just think it's been unfortunate a couple of times. Obviously, there's been a couple of changes in personnel. And when new changes happen, when players come in, loanees players come in, they take a little time to gel. And the same with coaches, really. When there's new coaches come in, but I don't think we're too far away, and hopefully we can work on the training pitch, we can work off the pitch as well, and try and get that bond back that there was at the beginning of the season to push on. We're still in a good position. I've always said to Sammy and Jack when we've had previous seasons there or thereabouts that I prefer coming as a late run as everyone takes their eye off you, and hopefully that's something that we can do again this season.
So Welling not had the greatest of seasons this year, in comparison to others. We went there, probably that was probably their best performance of the season, arguably. What sort of test do you think they'll provide us on Saturday?
I think Welling's always a hard test, especially the games at their grounds is always hard. The supporters that they have are quite vocal and intimidating at times, which affects some of the players. But hopefully with a home game against them, we can turn that result around from being there and get the 3 points, and then it's a case of kicking on. I think we've got 16 games left, so 16 big games, and hopefully our aim is to set a big target and hopefully make those playoffs.
Hard training session planned for this evening?
It's a bit of both tonight. I'm going to have a meeting with some of the experienced players. I'm going to have a chat with some of them just to get an idea of how they feel at the moment, and then just get back on. It'd be nice to get back on the training ground and work with the senior players, which I haven't been doing for some time. The senior players are quite young out in Marbella, and the other two teams are quite young, so it'd be good to get back out working.